Hello, hello, hello. Sorry I am late, but Justin just got home. We just got done eating, and he is going to bed. So we are going to party. Yay, party time. But I'm telling ya, I'm glad he's home because it turns out adulting is not a thing I am good at when I'm by myself. Because mostly because I get scared and stay in one spot the entire time. Because it's the best way to stay unseen, just be in your spot. And that is your spot for the beginning of time. No, to the end of time, to whenever it's over. That spot. Yep, that probably is not the best way to be. But I'm glad that he's here. I can move. Well, I did move, and if this camera could go here to the back door, there's still a chair jammed under the doorknob. I don't think Dustin's seen it yet, but it is still there. And and it definitely takes hard work to move a cat tower in front of a front door. Also, very hard, very time consuming. And then making sure your windows are locked. Yeah. Ugh, that was a pain in the ass of the nth degree. Yes. It was a thing that did happen. Thank God it's over. Man, I don't like being by myself. Does anybody else like being by themselves? Because, man, being by myself is like the worst thing that could ever happen to me. I'm not a very good solitary creature, even though my actions say pretty much the exact opposite. Like, the exact opposite. Like, I should be a solitary creature, but I am not. I'm an unsolitary creature with an unsanitary habit. Something like that, I believe, is what it's called. Wait, and I didn't even see if I was live, because I'm just like, just for some reason, just wanting to do stuff. No, no, we're not going to. We're gonna shut the fuck up. We're gonna see if I'm live or not because, oh, look, I am live. Well, then is God voice working? I should.
Is God voice working? Well, this is Squeaky God. Helium balloon God.
This is regular God. Hi, I'm regular God. It's me right now, God, and God voice. Wait, okay.
Now, okay, let's see. Oh my God, God voice is working. Hey, Miss Muddy. Okay. Yes. Here. Hubby is sitting next to me. Well, I'll be on my best behavior. I will be on my best behavior so your husband allows you to see me. I'll be the good side chick. I'm only hood and secret. Okay. Anyway, I guess let me introduce myself to you, new person. I'm just kidding. Welcome, weird ass black sheep, to the most amazingest place, even better than Bizarre World. It's way groovier than the Twilight Zone. Bring as many girls.
I love it. You guys are so great.
It's at the fork in the road. It's to the right of the fork in the road.
Ding, ding.
Wait, hold on. Let me. You took the ride and you walked into the most offensive church this side of the universe. The Porky Pin. And what we do here in this most amazing place, we read this great ass book. It's called God Said. Because he did not say that. But I will tell you what he did say. So come this way. I have everything you need to have a good time. I have cigarettes, cannabis, coffee, chair with your name on. Well, actually, your chair. I'm gonna have to go pull from the back door because it's the chair I have jammed into the back door so nobody can get in it. Yeah, because I did that when I was panicking. I was by myself and I was watching true crime. So your chair was a casualty for my safety. I apologize. I will go get it for you in uno momento. But now, I have a chair with their name on it. Cat, bed, thing, canine space. Bring your animals. Yeah. So come on. We are we are in the book of Jeremiah. Oh, and Miss Muddy. Oh yes. Dustin is home. Yeah. Yeah. when you watch this on the replay crew, there's a whole yeah. It's really hard to put a cat tower in front of a front door. Because that is something that happened. And also, yeah, Dustin said it took them 3 hours to get just from my house here in BFE, around that neighborhood, to get to Columbus. It took them 3 hours just to get like 45 minutes down the road. It's pretty much. But he said once he got out of Ohio, everything was clear. Do you take your meds? No. Oh, fuck. Miss Muddy. Thank you. Thank you. But anyway, it took him 3 hours to get 45 minutes away. But once he got out of Ohio, it was smooth sailing. But he said it was kind of not fun. It was really kind of not fun for any of them. They did not like it, but they liked the concert. And Supersonic said the girl waved at her and touched hands with her, like, because Supersonic knows her from a Discord group. She is a singer, but she's also in a Discord group that Supersonic's in. So, they kind of know each other, and apparently the girl, like, she wasn't shitty, like, too famous to know who Supersonic was. So that was cool. Trucker! Hi! Hi, I hope you stay and hang out, because we are doing the damn thing. And I'm happy that you're here. I always wonder about you. I'm always like, damn, that trucker guy. But I don't know. I wonder about you. I would love if you communicated. And we all love Jesus here. He's our guy. Okay. Man, if I could go the rest of my life and never take this many pills ever again, you know what I mean? But man, I don't know. No, you know what? I would not do it. I would not do it. I would not do it. Because if I didn't have to take this many pills, I would never have met you guys, and we would have never gone on this journey that we're going on together if I didn't take this many fucking pills. So I do not take it back. I will not take it back. No. And plus, I would have never found out how fucking amazing I look in gray hair. I would have gone my whole life and not have known that, and then I'd be really mad once I figured it out, you know? I don't know. That's just a me thing. Ow. Did you guys count how many pills that is? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pills. Pills. Yep. I have a mini trash can of pills. You know, holding it like this, it looks like one of those birth control containers. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. But there we go. Praise for the blood of the Lamb. Yup. Ugh. Look. Yes. So, Miss Muddy, I guess I'll tell you. I play those games that you can win money on sometimes. Like, it gives me, I think maybe it takes me a month to earn $10. Well, I have one of those. All right. And I just downloaded another one yesterday that it'll give you gift cards, but it takes a long time. So I was going to do that to buy the Ethiopian Bible. But Dustin, he said, because for some reason or another it came up. Oh, Dustin made a joke about the Ethiopian Bible, that the Ethiopian Bible, we were talking about something to do with Ethiopia. And then he was like, you know, the Ethiopian Bible is so thin. And I said, look, I looked up the Ethiopian Bible. And he's like, that's a joke, Nikki. It's a joke. I said, well, I found the Ethiopian Bible for $17 on Amazon. And it does kind of look small. So I don't get that joke. And he's like, never mind. I said, but I want to buy the Ethiopian Bible. And he's like, okay. And then I told him I downloaded the game so I could get the points to get $10 so I could buy the Ethiopian Bible. I think Dustin's going to buy me the Ethiopian Bible. Hey, Chris. We're at Jeremiah. I don't even know. For some reason, I'm telling you that story, getting excited and peeling an orange. Where did that orange even come from? I don't know where that orange came from, but where did I even get an orange? We're Jeremiah 38. Hold on. Oh man, I'm trying to read chat. I can't. I'm trying to see it, but it's not working. Hold on. Wait. Okay. I'm trying to read it. Please. It's Dustin home. Yes. Did I take my meds? Okay. That's where I just stopped. Okay. Preacher gave a like. Robert, amen. Okay. Oh, and Robert, are you staying and hanging out? Firefly, hi. Welcome, baby. Love you. Man. So, we're at 38. 38. Is that the same stuff as the I don't know what a co-optic is, but I know it's the Ethiopian Bible. Well, hold on. Hi. But anyway, the whole point of that was muddy. I think Dustin's gonna buy the Ethiopian Bible. And if he doesn't, I can. Well, I'm making it possible for me to be able to. So, I guess I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm happy. Good news. And the concert, Dustin said, was terrible, but Supersonic had a great time. I don't remember what the fuck I was doing. Did I say everything that I was going to say? I think I did. If I missed something somewhere, or I'm going ahead of myself somewhere, I don't know, but all of a sudden, wow. Okay. 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 Yeah, we are on chapter Jeremiah 38 now. Okay. Now, Oh, what the fuck kind of name is that? Shephatiah. Shephatiah. That's a stupid name. Shephatiah. Gedaliah. Jukal. Peshur. They heard the words that Jairus. Oh my God. Hold on. Okay. I'm having a hard time. Okay. So these dudes heard the words that Jeremiah spoke to the people, saying, "He who remains in this city shall die by the sword, by famine, and pestilence. But he who goes over to the Chaldeans will live. His life will be as a prize to him, and he shall live. Thus says the Lord, this city shall surely be given to the king, given to the king of Babylon's army, which shall take it." Therefore the princess said to the king, "Please let this man be put to death, for thus he weakens the hands of the men of war who remain in this city, and the hands of all people, by speaking such words to them. For this man does not seek the welfare of this people, but their harm." Okay. Then Zedekiah, the king, said, okay, so Zedekiah said, "Look, he is in your hand, for the king can do nothing against you." So they took Jeremiah and cast him into the dungeon of Malchiah, the king's son, which was in the court of the prison. And they led Jeremiah down with ropes. And in the dungeon there was no water, but mire. So Jeremiah sank in the mire. Now Ebed-Melech, the Ethiopian, one of the eunuchs, Muddy, are you still here? Hi, Feather. Hi, Feather. Muddy, Miss Muddy, Miss Muddy. I know your mouth probably hurts and you don't want to be talking, but like I need to ask you a question. Okay, okay. So remember when the Ethiopian Bible and it says things or whatever? What was the name of Solomon's love child? Wasn't it Melech something? He ended up being the king of Ethiopia. Not exactly sure how that happened. I don't even know if I believe that story, but we'll read it. I don't know. But what was his name, Miss Muddy? It was something like that, wasn't it? Hi, Feather. I don't remember. I don't remember either, but I know it was. It wasn't Melchizedek, it was something else. I don't know, but we'll keep this one in mind because this is Ebed-Melech, who went out of the king's house and spoke to the king, saying, yo, this shit is really bad. This is gross. This should not be happening to this prophet, whom they have cast into the dungeon, and he is going to die in the place where he is, for there is no more bread in the city. Then the king commanded Ebed-Melech, the Ethiopian, saying, take from here 30 men with you, and lift Jeremiah the prophet out of the dungeon before he dies. Why is it? See, this is why I can't know other things when I'm reading the Bible. Because now it's got me all up in the Ethiopian Bible. Why are the Ethiopians allowed to talk to kings like this? Certain Ethiopians that they mention happen to be really important. But then I don't believe the story about Solomon's love child. I'm not exactly sure about that, or even what his name is. But why? If it's see, this why I tell people I don't want to know other things. I don't want to know other things. But now I know other things and there's no getting past it. But do not worry. We are reading the Ethiopian Bible. Men, you Googled. Yeah, Solomon's love child. But again, I don't know if I subscribe to that idea or not. But there's many times in Das Bible it talks about Ethiopian eunuchs talking to kings. And it's like, how? No, like the king has so many better things to do than listen to an Ethiopian, but apparently, like, they are highly important. And again, I don't know if I subscribe to any of these things. I have not read it. I do not know anything about it but what this hour-long thing taught me. So that's all I know about it, like an hour-long thing. But the whole Ethiopian thing just threw me for a loop for a second. I apologize. So Zedekiah was like, he's like, go dig up Jeremiah. I got another question. When did they start using the word Jew? Like, when did these people become, well, these rat snakes with cockroach legs? When did people start calling them Jew? That's like a New Testament word, isn't it? Like, also, it's like slang for mutt. I'm just talking shit. I apologize. But anyway. And like, I'm gonna read this next thing, and I am gonna do my best not to talk shit, but it's really hard not to. Okay. So anyway, the king's like, um, oh, wait. I'm at the wrong part. Never mind. I was reading the wrong part, but you'll know what I'm talking about in just a minute. Okay. There's no more. And the king said, go take him. It's fine. So Ebed, we're just going to call him Ebed. But anyway, the Ethiopian took the men with him and went to the house of the king under the treasury and took from there old clothes and rags and let them down by ropes into the dungeon to Jeremiah. Then the Ethiopian said to Jeremiah, hey, put this shit on. Put these old clothes and rags, put the shit under your armpits, under the ropes. And Jeremiah did so, and they pulled him up with ropes and lifted him out of the dungeon. And Jeremiah walked around smelling like ass for a hot second. I'm just kidding. Said, and Jeremiah remained in the court of the prison. Then Zedekiah sent and had Jeremiah brought to him at the third entrance of the house of the Lord. And the king said, I will ask you something, and you better fucking tell me. And Jeremiah said, have I ever lied to you? Like on some real shit. Have I ever lied to you? The answer is no. Okay. Okay. Jeremiah said, have I ever lied to you? No. If I declare it to you, are you going to put me to death? And if I give you advice, you're not going to listen to me. So, Zedekiah, the king, swore secretly to Jeremiah, so he had his fingers crossed. As the Lord lives, who made our very souls, I will not put you to death, nor will I give you into the hand of these men who seek your life. No one seeks his life, though. Like, no one wants to kill him but you. Zedekiah needs to get the fuck out of here. Okay. So then Jeremiah said to Zedekiah, um,
Okay. Listen, if you surely surrender to the king of Babylon, princess, then your soul shall live. This city will not be burned with fire, and you and your house shall live. But if you do not surrender to Babylon, then this city will be given to the Chaldeans, and they will burn it with fire. And then you'll be singing, oh shit, Judah's on fire, fire. Yeah, Judah's on fire. And everybody will be dancing to it like it's a great 80s hit. And it's gonna be a terrible song. And it's gonna be your fault. Yeah. Think about that. Can you live with that? Bad music made by your bad decision. You should listen to me. I'm smart in these things. And you will not escape from their hand. Okay.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. The support. Yeah. And Zedekiah said to Jeremiah, I'm afraid of that youth in there in the bad guys. And they have defected. Oh, haha. Yeah. I'm afraid of das Juden who have defected to the Chaldeans, lest they deliver me to their hand and they abuse me. But Jeremiah said, no, listen to what God said. See, you people have a bad time listening to things. Yeah, you quit listening before it's even finished. Because who knows, the end of this video could be amazing. Why do you quit watching? That's not what Das Bible said. It said, that ain't going to happen. The voice of the Lord which I speak to you. So it shall be well with you, and your soul shall live. But if you refuse, this is the word that the Lord has shown me. Okay, so this is God talking. Okay.
Now, behold, all the women who are left in the king's house shall be surrendered to the king of Babylon's princes. And those women shall say, your close friends have set upon you and prevailed against you. Your feet have sunk in the mire, and they have turned away again. So they shall surrender all your wives and your children to the Chaldeans. You shall not escape from their hand, but shall be taken by the hand of the king of Babylon. And you shall cause this city to be burned with fire. Look, I told you, you will be responsible for the worst song ever if you don't listen.
Oh, what the fuck is wrong with me? I don't know. Okay. Then Zedekiah said to Jeremiah, let no one know of these words, and you shall not die. But if the princes hear that I have talked with you, and they come to you and say, declare us now what you have said to the king, and what the king has said to you. Do not hide it from us, and we will not put you to death. Then you say to them, okay, I presented my request before the king that he would not make me return to Jonathan's house to die there. Then it happened, and he was like, So they stopped speaking with him, for the conversation had not been heard. Now, Jeremiah remained in the court prison until the day Jewland was taken, and he was there when Jewland was taken. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I guess you guys you're also, and is anybody interested in this Ethiopian Bible thing? Because I don't know. I think it's really cool. Okay. Cryptic is like East, North African, Christian sect. It's Ethiopian. Okay. Now I'm sorry I wasn't I didn't see this what you said, Chris. No, it's Ethiopian. Walking home from work, but I wouldn't mind giving it a shot. Yeah, it's pretty good. And what was his name? Mm, oh, wait. Okay, it's not the same. Damn. So anyway, listen. Can I roll a cigarette and smoke it real quick? I mean, I know I've spent a lot of this video blabbing my mouth. But, I mean, I like blabbing my mouth sometimes. I'm happy to not be by myself. I'm like so happy about that. It is. It's cold as like bus stacks after getting out of a cold pool. Yeah, it's that cold outside. Like your whole body is a nutsack that wants to crawl in your butthole and die. Like it is really fucking cold outside. Um, Dustin said no, no, but Supersonic had a great time. But Dustin said it took them almost 4 hours to get out of the place we live to get to Columbus. Like the weather was so bad. But once they got out of Ohio, the weather was fine. Oh, and I forgot. They accidentally went into the projects of New Jersey, like the projects of New Jersey. And I said, "Oh my God, you guys are so lucky you made it out." And he's like, "No, we just busted a U turn once we realized we were in New Jersey, not Pennsylvania." So it's like, oh my God. But Supersonic, she said, because they the singer and Supersonic know each other from Discord. Like, the girl recognized Supersonic immediately. But I talk all about it well, except for the part they got uh lost in the projects of New Jersey. I forgot about that until just now. Yeah. You know, you would think that would be something that you wouldn't forget. And where the fuck did this orange come from? Like, I have an orange and I peeled some of it earlier. And now I'm just looking at it and I'm like, where the fuck did this come from? I don't know how it got an orange. Oh, and I did something. I got hot coffee and then I put peanut butter in it. My blender quit working. So I couldn't blend the peanut butter into my coffee, you know, like it normally would. But I let it melt in my coffee. It's so good. But you have to stir it constantly, or it feels like floaties are in your coffee and it takes a second to be like, oh yeah, I put that there. Yeah, that's a thing that happened. Maybe John Smith brought it to me. Yeah, or John Smith Ghost. John Smith Ghost was like, you know what? You're getting teeth tomorrow. Make sure you don't have scurvy. Eat this orange. Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. I might get teeth tomorrow. Yeah. And then we'll remember what the sage actually looks like with a not sunken face because she don't have no teeth. And I'll get close to the camera so you can see my beautiful smile. Yeah. John Smith Ghost is a funny, funny, funny guy because yesterday, he kept making noises. And, you know, that's why I put the chair under the door jamb, like jammed the doorknob so he couldn't open my back door, and also it has a padlock. And then I put the cat tower in front of the front door. Yep, I did that. But you know, I stayed up so late last night that I didn't wake up until 2:30 in the afternoon. And my cats were all laying in my bed with me. All 8 of them laid in bed with me last night. There was Jack, Supersonic, Maynard, Blue, Lucky, Captain. Wait, I gotta remember all my cats' names. Lucky, Blue, Captain, Willow, Rose, Jack, Maynard. I think that's all the cats I have. I thought I had more. I might have more cats and forgot one, but they all laid in bed with me until like 2:30 in the afternoon. Yeah. I'm the cat lady in training. I got a bunch of stray cats also. Okay. So let's get on. Okay. So we're going to get on to chapter 39 of Jeremiah. Yeah, all of them look like that. Okay. In the 9th year of Zedekiah, the king of Judah, in the 9th month, 10th month. Okay, the 10th month is January. Remember, because the 9th month is December, because their first month is April. Okay, so it's okay. It's 10/01/09. Yeah. Yeah, we're learning dates that we'll never remember. But it's 9/10/0004. Okay. Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, and all his army came against Julian and besieged it in the 11th year of Zedekiah in the 4th month on the 9th day. Okay, so April, May, June, July. So it'd be July. So it'd be the 11th year. So 0011. Oh, here we go. So it'd be 9. It'd be 490011. Okay. The city was penetrated. Yeah. Yeah, the D busted down them walls. Well, and this time it'd be the B. The besiege busted through the wall. Okay, I bet that's a day Julian wants to forget. I wonder if they celebrate it. July 9th, the day we were lost. Then all the princes of Babylon came in and sat in the middle gate. Nergal Sharezer. Oh, I bet this guy had glasses and everything. And he had one of those pointy beards. Yeah. And he had that triangle face. You know, the face of a bad guy. Do the bad guy. Okay. Okay. Shagmar Nebo. That sounds very African. Nebo. That's an African name, I bet. But anyway, he has to do with Babylon. And sarcasm, Rebsaris. Hold on. Middle gate. Nergar, Shazzy, the Shagmar. Sarcasm. Oh, it's another one. This one is Nurgle Stareaser, which is different than Sharezer. Oh, this is fucking stupid. Okay, there's a Shar and a Star. And this one's name is Red Mag. With the rest of the princes of the king of Babylon. So it was when Zedekiah, KOJ, and all the men of war saw them that they fled and went out of the city by night by the way of the king's garden. I remember this. Well, I don't exactly remember it. I wasn't totally there, but I remember this part of the story a little bit. Okay. And they went out by night between the two walls, and he went out by way of the plain. But the Chaldean armies pursued them and overtook Zedekiah in the plains of Jericho. I thought Jericho was turned into the city of David, so I'm guessing they turned it back after to like pretend that place doesn't exist. But we're gonna double check, I think. No, yeah, we'll double check, but I'm pretty sure Jericho was the city of David. I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure it was Jericho that denied David, and then David killed all their broken people, the people on Social Security. David killed them first. Okay. And when they had captured him, they brought him to Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, to Riblah in the land of Hamath, where he pronounced judgment on him. Then the king of Babylon killed Zedekiah's they killed his sons while Zedekiah watched. In Riblah, the king of Babylon also killed all the nobles of Judah. Couldn't happen to better people. Moreover, he, they did the same thing to Samson. This is why you can't fuck around with foreign people, man. You gotta listen to them. But anyway, put out Zedekiah's eyes. Okay. And bound him with bronze fetters to carry him off to Babylon. And the Chaldeans burned the king's house. They all this shit. Yep. And they broke down the walls of Juland. Then Nebuzaradan, the captain of the guard, carried away captive to Babylon the remnant of the people who remained in the city. Look, everybody of Judah gets carried off to Nebuchadnezzar. All of them go to Babylon, except for a couple poor people. But we'll get there. We haven't got there yet. I don't. Man, I wish I could just get gray hair because this wig really hurts my ear holes. Like, it hurts my ears bad. Or maybe it's these headphones that hurt my ear. But Supersonic got me these for my birthday. So I'm going to use them. Okay. So he carried the people away who remained in the city and those that defected to him with the rest of the people who remained. But Nebuchadnezzar left in the land of Judah the poor people who had nothing and gave them vineyards and fields at the same time. Now, oh my God. Okay. Okay. That was my alarm to end, but I guess we're not ending tonight real quick. Okay. and fields at the same time. Now, Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, gave charge concerning Jeremiah to Nebuzaradan, the captain of the guard, saying, "Take him and look after him, and do him no harm, but do to him just as he says to you." So Nebuzaradan sent Nebuchadnezzar, Rabsaris, Nergal-sharezer, Rabag, and Babylon's chief officers. They sent someone to take Jeremiah from the prison and committed him to Gedaliah so that he would take him home. So he dwelt among the people. Meanwhile, the word of the Lord came to Jeremiah while he was in prison, saying, "God's back."
I'm back.
I'm just kidding. And then it says, "Go and speak to Ebed Melech the Ethiopian, saying, Behold, I will bring my words upon this city for adversity, not for good." So God's saying right here, adversity is not good. They shall be performed in that day before you, but I will deliver you in that day, and you shall not be given into the hand of the men whom you are afraid. For I will surely deliver you, and you shall not fall by the sword, but your life shall be as a prize to you, because you have put your trust in me. That's the end of that chapter. Good night. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow because we have a good time. Yeah. I'm Godarati. Godduhtti. Buy my CD.
God's out of control. Look, I don't even know what's going on. Better than some of the names people give their kids nowadays. That is not even a fucking lie. That is not even a lie. Well, I'm guilty of that. My daughter's name is Supersonic. So, yep, it sure is. Supersonic Opal. Because I'm such a great mom. Look, I've been a fantastic mom my whole life. Oh, I'm just kidding, and it's not funny. But if I don't laugh, I'll remember how terrible I am and cry. So, anyway, that was the end of that. Good night, fire. Good night, feather. I almost said fire, but feather. I love you. Give your pillow some head. Put some lipstick on. Give it a, you know, give it a ring. And then give your bed linen the best ass ever. Give it a night to remember. And then have a after coitus cigarette and the sweetest dreams ever. That's my wish for you. Yeah, I got problems. I don't know. I'm just so happy. Shut up, Nikki. I don't even know what's happening. But anyway, that's the end of those chapters. So are we all ready for bed? Trucker, are you still here? Chris, are you still here? They might still be here. Are you guys still here? We can communicate. And Chris, you haven't communicated with me since I accidentally ignored you, but I read it, what you said, and it's the Ethiopian Bible. And are you interested in that? I don't know. Who said good night? Oh, Jay. Okay, I know what's happening. I know why. I'm still trying to figure out what that means. NGL. I think I know what that means. Man, I want this. Not going to lie. That is not what I was thinking. I was thinking, no goddamn lie. I guess it's pretty much the same thing, only with less cussing. That makes more sense than no goddamn lie. Oh, look at me, automatically thinking the most fucked up thing I can think of. So, well, Nikki, you know my business, but yeah, yeah. Look, it is some weird. Women do some weird shit, and I think if this stuff in the Ethiopian Bible, because even Dustin doesn't believe Das Bible at all. Like, he does not believe Das Bible at all. But I'm telling you, something came up and it was about the Ethiopian Bible and something. And he was like, did you know that is the most original Bible? And I said, yeah, I found it. It's for $17. Dustin knew about the Ethiopian Bible way before I did because he's the one who said that. And I thought to myself, how the fuck does he know that? But he knows that, and he brought it up to me. It was the craziest fucking thing. So anyway, what I was saying is the whole African queen thing. I mean, in Ethiopia, if all that is true about Solomon, then women from Ethiopia could claim I got royal blood because maybe they do. But I don't think anywhere else in Africa really could claim that. But Ethiopian women might be able to. Maybe. Because if they have some of the original people out of Solomon's time, then yeah, they could have royalty in their blood at some point. I don't even know why I thought of that, but this is what happens. In my mind, I just think of random shit. And it's random shit that has nothing to do with anything. So I guess that means it's bedtime. But I don't know, nobody's interacting anymore. What happened? Preacher, are you still here? You might still be here. You only sent that like a minute ago. See, right now, I feel like when Alec Baldwin tried to make a podcast and he was doing so much cocaine that he kept thinking people were calling him and nobody was calling him because nobody even knew about the Charlie Sheen podcast. I don't even know. But that's kind of what I feel like when no one interacts and I know people are here. I kind of feel like Charlie Sheen having a cocaine meltdown. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. Yes, I do. I have very many brain injuries and I take 8 pills a day. Well, technically, I take 8 pills 2 times a day. So I take 16 pills. Pills, 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 pills. Plus all my vitamins and my tonic water with quinine. Yeah, I take a lot of fucking pills. A lot of pills. I'm stoned. If you want to get off, that's cool. But I am having a really fucking good time over here. I've smoked a good amount. Well, I feel like I've done a whole bunch of cocaine. But I always feel like that. These meds kind of make me high sometimes. Especially that shit called paliperidone. I don't know what the fuck that is, but that's like cocaine. But not really because I still don't get anything done. But I stay awake for a long time when I take that. And I think I took too much of it today on accident because I think I took it both times. And I was only supposed to take it one time, but I took it both times. I'm gonna be up for another fucking day and a half. Well, I smoked some sativa and ate an edible. See, that's what you can't do. You can't smoke weed and eat fucking edibles at the same time. That's asking for two types of high. You're gonna be all kinds of fucked up. You shouldn't do that. It's like taking two drugs at one time. Like taking an upper and a downer at the same time, you're bound to have a heart attack. Taking edibles and smoking weed at the same time, you're gonna have a panic attack. Or you might have a panic attack. Yeah, that's a very possible thing. So be careful. I'm not saying you don't do it all the time. What I'm saying is be careful. That shit causes panic attacks. Taking an upper and a downer of any type at the same time will cause panic attacks or heart attacks. But I don't think taking weed is going to give you a heart attack. You're afraid? Hey, Business. I'm not talking in God voice. You can't be afraid. I don't really panic. That's what I'm saying. You might not have that problem, but it is a thing. And you should be cognizant of it. And why are you afraid, business? Did you press like? Don't be afraid to press the like button. And don't be afraid to subscribe. Did you know the other day I woke up at like 5:30 in the morning and I had 292 subscribers. And I made a post about eating pot pies at 6 o'clock in the morning. And I lost a subscriber right after that. So I had 292 subscribers for like 20 minutes. And then the subscriber unsubscribed immediately, right after the pot pie post at 6 a.m. It's a good time. What are you guys doing? Because I know it's not just you. It has to be your mom also. Or are you having a fun time by yourself? I have a fun time by myself, except for when I'm stuck here for 2 days by myself. Then I get a little panic like I've been smoking crack for 3 days straight. I've barred all my doors, locked all my windows, sat in the same spot, turned all the lights in the house on, and then sat here in my chair, and then like hobbled my ass really fast to my bed, and then covered up with my blanket all the way to my head. And all my cats was in the bed with me. We were all scared. Yep. Man. Oh, goodness. You typed again. Look, does that mean you're getting comfortable enough to have a conversation? No, my buddy just got out of jail. Look, that is a bad thing about getting out of jail. Look, everybody throws you a party for being terrible. They threw me a party for getting out of jail also. But I put myself in jail. There was no reason I should have been in the position I put myself in to go to jail. I don't know why everybody celebrates it. Like, hey, you got out of jail, let's drink some beer and smoke some weed. Fuck yeah. And you know what? I'm a victim of it too. That kind of shit leads to recidivism. And that is a big fucking word. And I learned that word the hard way. Because I am a recidivist. Because everybody throws me a party for getting out of jail. Like it is. Getting out of jail is the only time that people who would rather not talk to each other come together to celebrate somebody's bad behavior. And I'm not talking shit. It's not a situation I haven't been in myself. And the first few times I got out of jail, I was greeted with crack rocks. And that was the greatest shit ever. But that led to me keeping up my bad behavior. When I got out of prison, I got weed and alcohol, and I was so happy. And it led me to driving all the way to Oregon with a Jamaican lady to live with Mormons. Yep. Yes. Yes. Help him do something better with his life. And again, I'm not talking shit about shit I don't know. Because I definitely would do that also. But I am definitely sure about this throwing a party for criminals after they get out of their punishment for being criminals. Not unless he wasn't a criminal and he literally got out of jail on some fake shit. Then yeah, party with him for that. That's all people need is a hand up, not a hand out. If you've been in the hole, you are the only one who knows the way out of the hole. And and the way out of the hole is to do something constructive, not destructive. So if everyone around you is handing you something destructive, you're going to continue to be destructive because people pay attention to you when you're destructive. And nobody realizes the best kind of attention comes from doing the right thing because strangers will give you the present that you need, for doing a good job. They will give you that attention, which is way better than negative attention. And you know what? I'm not called a sage for no reason at all. I am a sage because I am smart. Yes, that is, again, constructive, not destructive. You already know what to do, preacher. See, you're doing a good job. Yeah. And maybe even give them a small little party for getting a job or keeping a job. Keep them motivated by giving them good attention for doing the right thing. Yeah, hey, you have to use any experience you have. Like if you're a housewife, they'll let you put on there, I'm good at multitasking. I'm good at taking care of random things at the same time. Yeah, you make any experience you have 10 times better than what it is. So then you have a goal to be 10 times better than you are. You have a goal to uplift yourself out of a dark place. And sometimes that takes going to church. Sometimes that takes having the hope of something better, doing the right thing to get better things, you know? And if that takes going to church, that takes going to church. I'm not, I'm, I'm only saying bad things about the church as a whole, how they are. I'm not saying what they represent, you know, the the way they help people out of their hole is good. But those people need to see past the bullshit for what the story really is, what they're really following, what they're really going into, and how sometimes that can be used to manipulate your mind. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it makes people like me, you know. But it's a good stepping point because if there's nothing else, there is always God, and you will always be connected with Jesus through the church. That's the best place you're going to find out about Jesus and about the better way is from a church or someone who represents a church. It's up to you, the person, to do with the way what you're going to do with it. And some people use it for bad, but other people use it to better themselves and it works. But sometimes it's used for the wrong reasons. And BTK is proof of that. The fucking dude from Joel Osteen, he is proof of that. It can be for the worst reason ever, but it's what you choose to do with it. We also, yeah, yeah. If you're helping him, but remember, he'll also have to pass a drug test. So he's gonna have to have somebody pee for him, or he's gonna have to slow down and be able to like get fake pee and know how to keep it warm, or be clean for a short time to pass the drug test for work. See, I don't want to tell anybody how to criminal. I'm not telling anybody how to criminal. I'm telling people how to be better people and a way to save their job. But my dear cousin, I'm gonna let you hang out with your buddy and I'm gonna go ahead and wait. I'm rather independent from society mostly because I never trust it. Same with never trusting government. I trust God. So that is that. Yeah, you should never trust on anything man, ever. You should never trust anything man. And you should always pray for things or pray for guidance and things, stuff like that. You should never trust the government. Never trust anything man. Always keep your feelers up, you know. Always keep your feelers up. But also be personable and approachable. Even if you don't trust anybody, you have to learn to fit in with the world. The world can't fit in with you because you are just an individual, you know? So you have to fit into the world. And if you can't fit into the world, you know, Jesus said, be good in the world and be good at the world. You're never going to get anywhere unless you get in the world. And you have to be good at it. And you have to be good in it. You have to be better than the world. Because that's the only way to get past the world. The only way out is through it. And the only way through it is God being your friend. Because the world is a terrible fucking place. It's angel boot camp. God sends us down here to be tough enough to be up there. because up there is way harder than it is down here. And we learn that, like, the only way out is through. And the only way through is with some help, you know. But we got to believe in that help, and we got to pray for the strength to get through that. And the only way is to endure the shit down here, the angel boot camp. Yeah. And the only, like, you got to endure, you got to take all of it and still remain happy on the inside, you know, something like that. But, anyways, I don't think I'm saying that last thing right, so I would not. Hold on. The only way to heaven is to endure life. And the only way to endure life is what Jesus said. Be good in the world, be good at the world, and he will meet you halfway when the world is shitting you out. You meet Jesus, and then Jesus gives you purpose, meaning, and happiness. And once you get happy, you get to meet God and go to heaven. You get happy and you die and you go to heaven. If you do not live, if you opt out before old age, you're not going to heaven. Or at least that's what it seems like to me. So the only way out is through and to endure. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure the last part is right. Actually, I'm definitely sure the last part is right. Although half of it comes from God and half of it comes from Jesus. I, the whole thing with God is endure, and the thing with Jesus is the only way to endure is to be good in the world and be good at the world, be smarter than those of the world, because the children of light are not as smart as the children of darkness, because they were not born with evil. So you have to learn the ways of the world and be good. Be good at it and be good while you're doing it. And you are supposed to be the light that shines to the people around you so they also get happy and can go to heaven. That is absolutely right. Well, just showing the, like, last part of this video where I'm trying to explain it. You know, I'm about to post this on my YouTube, so just show them the end of this. That's what I would do. But I am really, really, really fucking tired. I want to finish this orange. I don't know where it came from. Hope it's not poisonous, but I'm going to eat it. So, you know what else I got to do? I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I'm going to do it. All right. Good night. I love you. And hopefully tomorrow I get my teeth and it'll be great. So, everyone, it's time to give your pillow some head, put some lipstick on, and give it a ring. And then give your bed linen the most spectacular ass it's ever had in its life, to where I want to give you a booty rub. Have a post coitus cigarette, and then have the sweetest dreams ever. I love you guys so much. Good night. Wait, I'll play the outro thing. Wait. No, that's the wrong one. Wait, right here. I'm gonna turn it down so it's not that fucking loud. Because, man, it's super fucking loud. I don't know why it starts that loud. Envy. I love you, preacher. And I love everybody else. I love you, preacher. And I love everybody else who is still here. Good night. Oh, shit. My bad, y'all.